Stefanos, well done. A difficult match for you tonight against a very big hitting opponent, big serving. How difficult was that?
I had a lot of difficulties returning to serve today. It's very unusual to be playing a player who's hitting both serves, and you always have the pressure. You're always on the, your attention has to be there, and he made it very difficult for me to, as I said, to return serves back and be able to have aggressivity in my shots, on my return shots. And I think he's a player who can play very well in the future. His game is very difficult to read, and he has a very good serve and volley game. And you don't get to play against players like this very often, and you have to adjust at some point. And it's difficult. You have to adjust as soon as possible because he's always aggressive. He's always taking the ball early, and you have to be careful and take your opportunities as soon as possible.
You just mentioned also that conditions in here are difficult. Whilst it's a cool night, it's incredibly humid. We could see Maxime also struggling with the sweating, you as well. How difficult were the conditions?
Yeah, I mean, it's always humid in New York, and the conditions are rough for most of the players we experienced in the past days with a lot of heat and humidity, and it can be very difficult playing here. My experience playing in Arthur Ashe for the first time was one of the best. Maybe, let's say, it will be even better with fans and people and spectators coming to watch, but getting a first glance and a first taste of what it is playing on Arthur Ashe is great for me, despite the difficult conditions today.
Sure.
But it's always good breaking a sweat,
We talked a little bit about the mental battle also to try to break serve. You played 3 big servers last week at the Western and Southern as well, but you've got to give yourself a lot of credit for the way you're holding serve. I believe it's 61 of 62 service games in the last 2 weeks where you've held. How difficult has that been to keep that concentration?
Yeah, you have to be with the right mindset before serving. That's key to me. The way I'm handling my service games. I'm a tall guy. I have, I believe, a very good serve, which if I'm accurate and I don't overdo it, I can be more consistent, even more than that. But yeah, there are a lot of things that I feel provide to my game. It's not just the serve, and it's also the situation and the way I'm handling the second shot after my serve, being very mature and having a good decision making after. So I mean, there are a lot of things that we can. My aggressive game as well. That allows me to be aggressive and not be defensive after my serve. Just a lot of factors.
Into the third round against Borna Coric. You have played once before, but it was a retirement a couple of years ago. What are your thoughts on Borna's game?
Yeah, he's a very consistent player. He's good everywhere. He has a very solid game. I think his biggest strength is the consistency and his focus when he's playing. I believe I have bigger weapons, and I have to execute them and use them at the right time, at the right point. But he can be very difficult to play if he's on a good day. I've seen him play some really good matches in the past, and I need to be very well prepared for that game. He has experience on the tour.
Stefanos, into the third round. Well done tonight. Go and get some rest.
Thank you.
Well
Have a
done.
good day.